In Britain, Brexit is in trouble. Theresa May is finding it very hard to get her plan for Brexit agreed to. There could be another general election. There could even be another referendum on Brexit. Nigel Farage is with us, joining us on the phone. Nigel is the father of Brexit. Nigel, do you agree with me? I mean, Brexit's in real trouble here?
Yeah, I mean, the withdrawal deal that Theresa May was with completely and utterly unacceptable. Not only not dealing with issues like open borders, but trapping us inside something called a customs union, which means we would be subject to all European rules, both existing ones and new ones, and that effectively we would not ever be able to leave the customs union unless the European Union agreed. It's rather like voluntarily going into prison and saying, well, one day I might want to leave. So what's happened as a result of it is you've got resignations, 7 resignations yesterday in the Conservative Party, 2 cabinet ministers among them, so, some senior people here. And the Prime Minister saying, well, if you don't get this deal, you may not get Brexit at all. So we're really being put in a very difficult position. Chancellor Merkel overnight has said there's no prospect of renegotiation. I have to say, I genuinely believe that Parliament must vote this down, and I think that it will. And I also think if we stay on with this Prime Minister, we're headed for a Brexit, which, whilst we might have left the treaties, will be so tied into EU law, so subjugated to them, that frankly it represents the worst deal in history.
But it does look like, Nigel, that there are not the votes in Parliament for this Brexit deal or virtually any other. I mean, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, the problem is, you see, the British people voted for Brexit, but over 2/3 of the British Parliament still do not believe in Brexit. They've never accepted Brexit. So we do have a major problem. My case is that we didn't just vote for it in a referendum. We voted for it in a general election the year afterwards, and that Parliament is duty-bound, honour-bound to carry out the will of the people. We may well be heading for one of the biggest constitutional crises in modern British history, and it could result in another general election. And worse ways, they could make people even vote again. But I think that the damage that would do to our democratic system would be huge.
Well, I think Britain would be humiliated. I think Britain is being humiliated by Europe for what's going on with this Brexit deal. It's humiliation, Nigel. Last word to you.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Neville Chamberlain coming back from Munich in 1938 with a piece of paper saying, there's a really nice chap and it's all going to be fine. And look what happened that time. And Mrs May's come back with a piece of paper saying, this is the best deal I could get. We have been beaten, game, set and match, and it's time to completely press the reset button, not just on the process, but on the Prime Minister too.
Nigel Farage, thanks for jumping onto the show this morning at a crucial time, and please keep in touch because this is a developing story. Nigel, thanks very much indeed.